I've got to be honest with you. Obviously, he played in front of me for most of his time at Oxford, and he was an absolute pleasure to play with. Great left foot. I'm sure that I brought his game on quite a bit with the defensive role, and telling him what he needed to, where he needed to be, and giving him all that, and making sure that he was able to defend as well as go forward. But to be honest with you, it was just one of those. I got the ball, look up, where's Joey, bang, and let him do his business.
I was a little bit envious of Joey because he had loads of ability and I didn't, and I always felt that Joey could win a game on his own. Blackpool, volley, other games where Tranmere away in the game we had to win to stay up. He gets the first goal. I think he got the first goal, and he had it in him just to win us a game of football. And I remember a game we played West Ham Tuesday night. Julian Dix tore him apart, absolutely tore him to pieces, and I think we managed to win the game 1-0. Joey had it in him to be as good as anybody, literally as good as anybody that there was around at the time, not just in the Championship, in the country. But he just only ever wanted to play for us, for Oxford United.
When I retired my last year in 89, 90, I was in the team pretty with Joey. We overlapped careers on that way. Obviously, young man coming through and old man retiring, as it were. But I just used to love watching him. Play the game, fellow wingers, dancing down the wing, cutting in both left and right and stuff. Just an incredible player.
Oxford was the club and the city that he could never really leave, could he? That his heart was truly at Oxford United.
Without a doubt, but it's very difficult because he was an own boy, wasn't he? He was brought up in the area. He played for his hometown club, and at a decent level as well. Perhaps if we were a bit lower down, he might have wanted to test himself a bit higher. But to play first division football for 7-8 years, it's phenomenal, especially when it is for your hometown club.
How good was he? He was better than anyone could imagine. To be fair, I don't think he realised how good he was. And he was confident. On the field for sure, very quiet off the field, as we all know. But he was amazing, and nothing fazed him because people doubled up on him, and then he used to jink in between, as I said, and he used to score goals as well as create goals as well.
He could win any game. I mean, he was magical, with that left foot he'd got, but it was also, the ability that goes with it. It's all right having a good left foot, but then, a lot of people haven't got an end product, but he always did,
And that kind of is typified by his goal against Blackpool. Such a significant goal, and probably one of the club's greatest ever goals.
Without a doubt, and obviously it wasn't just the goal itself. It was what that did for us. Do you know what I mean? We knew after he'd scored that goal that gave us that impetus to go on and get promotion.
It was when you have those really tight games, you need a player in your team that can unlock a door, and Joey did that. Dropped, volleys it, and ends up in the top corner, and we end up winning the game. And that was another momentum builder for that run that we were having at the time. Also in that run was the Swindon game at home, and poetic justice, Joey gets the third goal right in front of the Swindon fans, who had been baying for blood for the last 90 minutes. So if ever a lad deserved a little bit of something, that night Joey got his reward for coming back to us and helping us gain promotion and getting that volley at the back post in front of 3,000 Swindon fans. You couldn't have planned it any better.
The Manor was a special place anyway. How good was it when Joey was at his best and the crowd, how they rose to that as well?
Well, he ultimately, people want to go to a football match to be entertained. They want to see their team win, but they want to be entertained. And Joey could do that. Joey could entertain supporters by a bit of magic. Blink of an eye, he's created a goal. You turn away, you go to the talk, come back, Joe scored a goal, top corner. So Joey always had that capability to win that football match on its own, and we appreciated that. So there were times where you'd play a game away from home, and he'd be stood on the halfway line in the middle of winter with his hands up his sleeves, and you'd be like, Joey, what are you doing? Next week you win your game. So one week you could go, do you know what, Joey didn't do enough for us. The next week he just did one thing and that was enough. And that's probably why we all wanted him around and appreciated the ability that he was given.
Okay. As someone who's come through the academy, how do his contributions resonate with you?
Well, I think you can see with the game against Cambridge last year how much he meant to everyone at Oxford. It was such sad news to hear his passing last year, and I think everyone did contribute with paying respects to him really well, and I think if we can do that again, is against Plymouth games?
Yes.
Then it will be amazing, because he was such a massive figure for Oxford, being a local guy himself and being such a wonderful footballer. If we can do that again, it will be amazing.
Dennis, given a choice, wouldn't have wanted Joey to go, because Joey could, like I said, win us games of football, but the £1 million without doubt saved the football club. So, there's going to be a lot of tears shed over the next few weeks. A year of anniversary of Joey dying, but he saved the football club. He has left the football club in many memories, fantastic memories, but ultimately him going to West Ham enabled me and the rest of the group to carry on playing for the football club, and all those supporters supporting the football club at the time. Maybe not quite as black and white as that, but that's pretty much how it was, and I'm not sure Joey ever saw it like that. He probably would have wanted to stay, but he ended up leaving, but found his way back to us not long after. I think 18 months time he came back to us.
Final question, was Joey Beauchamp the club's greatest ever player?
I've got to be honest with you, it's a difficult question, purely because, in my 10 years, if you'd have said, as a winger or a forward maybe, I would have said yes, without doubt. But when you look at, different players do different things, and we had magical players all over the team in them days. But yeah, he was.
100%. Yeah, I think we all talked about Joey. We talked about people like Paul Simpson, Moods, and Matty Elliott, and some great players. Trevor Hebbard. I don't know. You can name hundreds that have gone through Oxford United. But I think Joey was just a little bit special because he was a bit of a homeboy as well, and one of our own. For me, with the ability that he had, he just enjoyed his football. He wasn't fazed by anything.
Homegrown talent. People, supporters just latch onto it, don't they? So Joey was that. Joey was a local lad playing for his hometown club, who actually ended up not just playing but being the best player. So that's a double bonus. And then providing so many magical moments, it's like, oh crikey. He was just a lad that wanted to play for his hometown club, wanted to be loved, just wanted to score a goal for us, go and have a drink after the game, go and do whatever he did, come back to training and try and do the same again next week. But I think that everyone quite rightly showed their appreciation for a talent that I genuinely think if he'd have gone to West Ham and stayed as long as he should have done, he would have played for England. It's easy to say, dead easy to say. But that night he tore Julian Dix apart, and Julian Dix, although it was in the Championship, not the Premiership, was still one of the best left backs in the country. For him to demolish him as he did, if he could do that to him, he could do it to any fullback in the country. But he didn't want to be at West Ham, he wanted to be with us.